on there?
Yeah, I am.
All right. What's going on, everybody? It's seroka4you. I got
Yes.
Noctone,
Hey.
and I got Grammy
Sirocco.
Shardbixen. Yeah.
I can share you in my Discord, so hang on just a second.
Okay. Grammy's gonna share us in the Discord.
Okay. Wait.
Wow, these. Yeah, I kind of got distracted by that dinosaur.
Just killed it.
Watch out for the dinosaurs. They'll get you. They'll eat you. You know that.
Rawr. Yes. They are. They
In
are
every
very
game that you
dangerous.
meet dinosaurs, they eat you.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm not gonna be in your chat. I'll just say hi real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and share you. Normally if
Share.
Ryder shows up, he'll share you too, so he's my go-to, but later in the evening
I like Ryder.
he's here. So yeah.
I know we're gonna have Tyler Thunder in here tonight. I told him come on. I actually wanted him in the party chat. Get a few of us in here, but
They didn't want to do that?
no, he said he wasn't able to get on right now. He'd be on a little bit. Like, all right, make sure you join. Where did your Waking Titan experience start, Grammy?
Mine?
How did?
Oh.
Yeah. How'd you find
Which
out?
way
I
to
mean,
pay? Oh, Cobra TV.
Cobra
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah, because I had Cobra had been asking me for about off and on every time I watched him, come on my show, and I'm like, I don't really have the ability to do that. He's all like, no, come on, and then finally I just used my tablet to do it. So
Right.
I was on there, and that was somewhere right before the one RF thing that you don't like to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Right before, it was right before that, and he was talking about somebody had come in and talked about it, and then he was all like, no, Colt takes care of that, and then so I hooked up with Colt. So during the AR, I was doing AR with Colt and a bunch of other good people, and then I was also doing Colt's thing with RF. So that's how my ARG thing went. And we did that so we would have help in the puzzles, because the puzzles were just like to kill you.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't, if you didn't know somebody that was smart enough, you were screwed. So,
Yeah, oh,
or you had to be
exactly.
hooked up to the game detectives or the wiki. Wiki.
Yes, Wiki. I like Game Detectives better. That's just too. Oh no, what happened, Noctone? It won't let me run.
I'll get back.
There we go. Game Detectives. I think that's who I go to first off. It just. I like the way they lay their material out. I think it's really.
Yeah, I found out something interesting about them though. I always thought they had like a direct line, to the games, but they don't. They don't
It's
have
just
a direct line. Their mods do the top of the line of the whole game wiki of all of it. They can get a little bit of information before that, but they won't drop any hints unless they're not going far. So they get a lot of their stuff from Reddit. Reddit seems to be the one place that is so far a major drop of information. So it's kind of weird to me, because I said I did that thingy, and I said it would be great if the ARG had its own website, not the Waking Titan that's part of the puzzle, had a place that when everybody got stuck they could go to, and there'd be the list of the clues that they're giving to Reddit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I don't go to Reddit, so it'd be great if it was that way.
Yeah.
Well, you never know with the way things are. We might just have to invest a little bit more money and get the Atlas Citizen Found really going. Get some of them guys over there.
I don't think you need money. You just need to network really, really good.
Yeah, that's true.
Keep
That is very
networking,
true.
keep networking. Because the moment it goes, it's going to go, and then you're going to all of a sudden be struggling to keep up. Yeah. So just enjoy the slow right now, and just remind everybody every time you go on, like right now, remind them about your website and what the purpose of the website is, so that every time they come in, you'll get one or two people asking about it. And then just keep that website going. Make sure that you at least once a week go in and say hi to everybody who's joined up. You know, make
Right.
an effort to make a connection there, because that's what you're talking about. You're talking about a community with connection. Well,
Community.
to do that, you have to make connection. That's what I do on the Discord. You have to say hi to people. You have to, you know, offer help. You have to. So
Yep.
you have to make the time for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. You got to put the commitment in. I don't know why I just saved. I'm trying to save.
So you won't die. That's why. So if you die while you're talking to me, it'll be okay, because you will have saved.
Mocktone, you see this big old, what is this? I know we're getting a little off topic here. This thing floating in the air. It's a
broken
Squidward.
Look.
It's got
Coming
crab.
over.
It looks like a cupcake with eyes, crab legs, and French fries for legs.
That's
I
a
don't
weird one.
see what
I
you're
don't
seeing.
think I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
that one yet. You
Where?
don't see it.
Right
think-
here, you know where I'm at? Wow, look at that thing.
No, because you don't see the same critters.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
You
I
won't see the,
forgot.
if you two are on the same planet, you're not going to see the same critters. Are you both in daylight or both in
Well, no,
darkness?
that's not
Or
true,
you-
Grammy. Yeah, I'm in. Me and you got to see the butterflies. I seen blue butterflies.
Yes, I mean,
That day.
that was odd. But you saw him in a different part of the than where I was at. I noted that because I thought,
Yeah,
oh, that's really
yes.
odd because he's seeing him, but you saw him someplace else. He'll see that creature, but he's not going to see that creature the same time you do, and nor at where you're at.
They
The
got
The
a
only
good
thing you can
start.
see together so far, and we've experimented this, me and King Snake, and unless an update has sneaked in, the only thing you can see together is resources.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he can point out resources to you, but that's
Animals are
That's-
different.
animals. Yeah, animals are like us. They're living creatures, apparently. The simulation.
Oh yeah.
Well, because technically you're not really there at the same time. Even if you're both in daylight, you're not really
It's-
there at the same time. It's
Yeah.
a different simulation.
Speaking of
I
that,
think it was based on something. I had a idea about that. But yes, go ahead.
what are your thoughts? What are you guys' thoughts on possible reveal of our player, our character?
Our
Oh,
character.
We're gonna
I don't
be able
care.
to finally. You
I-
don't care about it?
I think it would be cool, but in a sense, like photo mode way. Like you can take a photo with an astronaut in the view now. Like
So you think, right? I mean,
I kind of already know what it
You're already
looks
gonna-
like.
what you look like, yeah.
Like there's a lot of evidence. Like there's the art that they showed before the game even came out, and
That's true.
there's this No Man's Sky comic for the limited edition thing that has
Okay.
like a few sketches, but it no in-game stuff. That's what's.
So
not
they
there.
they might actually keep it the way it is.
They might.
It's, you know, I mean, we
Yeah,
do have
well,
multiplayer.
here's what you have to. I always say is I don't know a whole lot about HD or Sean Murray or any of that stuff. Okay, I don't.
Right.
It's not something that I have a lot of experience with, because I didn't come into the game same way a lot of people did. But if you know them, then is that something that he's really going to be that interested in? Is it something that he's going to listen to people and say, this is really important? Or would he rather say, okay, I hear what you guys are saying, but it doesn't really go along with the idea I had, but here's what I'll give you instead.
I think it does go along with his ideas. Like, before he even released the game, he did say that you did have a character model. So I think in his head, you should have a character model, and they're probably working on that right now. I don't know, maybe
So then
you're-
eventually you guys are going to get it. Because if that's what was originally in his vision of the game, then eventually you're going to get it. Because remember, the reason we're getting everything free and the reason that they keep doing updates is because he's trying to get the game to the original view that it was supposed to be on the release of
Yes.
2016 and was not
Yeah.
able to get there. So no matter what everybody asks for, in the end, it's going to be whatever his view of it should be. Now, I'm sure they're listening to people, and that's kind of a good thing. They'll be able to say, okay, you know, it was really important that we have, you know, avatars, but we're not going to put them in. But now they know that people want avatars. So that's,
Yeah.
oh, well, we always were going to have avatars, so we'll put them in. That's that kind of the thing. I don't think that speculating about whether you're going to get, you know, if it wasn't in the trailer, or it wasn't in something else, or it wasn't promised or something, you're probably not going to see it. If it was something that they promised, then you're probably going to see it.
Well,
you might not see it in this update, but you will probably see it eventually. You know.
Well.
Yeah, I was just like, always wondering, you know.
The thing is, like, what you were just saying, like, if it wasn't promised or something, but freighters, like, going into freighters wasn't promised, and building bases and having exocraft.
But that may have been, that could have been his hindsight of what he had saw the thing that. From what I understand, this is a dream he's had since he was a kid, and he had visions of what he wanted the game to be.
Yeah.
So there's things that they probably didn't share, but were already in his outline, but didn't get in on the first part of it.
Yeah.
Because they just ran out of money and time is really what happened. I'm sure that it was bigger than they thought it was, and weren't able to keep up with it.
But then they got.
I don't know why Freighter was. Sorry. Go ahead.
But then they got like. They released the game and then they got a lot of their money back, and this is probably what they're spending it on right now. All the good updates.
Oh yeah.
Well, that and they have invested in quite a few little starter-up companies.
Yeah.
And they deserve it for all they went through, though. The flood that happened when they lost all the file. And
yeah.
They had to recreate this game from scratch again.
Yeah.
Well, and that's possible. That's where some of these other extras came from, that when they had to redo it, they thought, okay, we're listening to what they're saying, and maybe this would be cool to have, or maybe this would be cool.
I like.
Because really, the only purpose.
But...
Think about it. The only two purpose that the freighters have, right, is a floating base, right, that can jump further, and you can get more spaceships in.
Yeah.
That's really the only purpose
Tyler?
of it. So I think that's why they created it, so that they have these spectacular ships, and now you can collect them, like the little nerdies we all are. We all collect ships.
Thunder
can't drive only one of them, you know.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry.
What? No, when you talk about speculating about games and stuff, you kind of have to go on a logic idea. You know, like, what do you know? What have you seen? What has he done so far? What have they done so far? What are some of the things that seems to be important to them, which he may not say right out. There may be more hints about it, you know? I keep thinking of that interview he did, right? I think it was right after the release. There was an interview he did. It shows him playing the game, and I think it's right before the release in 2016. I'm not positive. And it's just him and some other guy, and it was on YouTube is how I saw it. And he's talking about the game, and he's showing the guy what you can do in the game, and he's doing that. And then the release came out, everybody cried, got mad, and he went quiet. But I think that's that one spot that you see, because he's talking about his game. So if you could find that one, you could probably go back and listen to what he's actually saying about the game.
Right.
Because he was happy with the game as it was. So
I never complained about this game. I couldn't. I didn't really understand people. Like I was.
No,
like,
I didn't either. I was what?
When I started out the game,
you guys are.
Like honestly, when I got this game, I didn't get it release date. I kind of forgot about it over the summer, but I did hear about it. But I was like, oh yeah, there's this game. This sounds really cool. I saw a bunch of reviews that, oh, this game sucks and stuff, and I was
that's the fault of the people that he didn't tell them. People, oh, write me a really good review, you know, because this game there's never gonna be. They wrote that review about that game the way they wanted to. So like Polygon, the way they wrote about Sean Murray and Hello Games, and it pissed me off. I will never read Polygon ever again.
The thing I like about No Man's Sky is it's a smaller team working on the game. It's kind of you kind of relate to them more. I posted a picture and liked it. That would never happen to me if they were like a bigger company. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
They liked one of your photos?
I know. I was so surprised.
That's awesome.
I know.
I've been trying for a year. No, that's wonderful. I mean, they're busy people.
They are. But
like,
if
they catch something that catches their eye, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool when you think about that aspect. To me, I was thinking is that the thing that intrigued me the most about when it first came out was that you could fly in a spaceship and go to planets. That was what I liked about it. I liked how it was okay building the ship. I mean, it wasn't like, that wasn't like my ooh, gotta go kind of thing. But it was really cool to do the little mining, and I was all like, this is Minecraft in space. This is kind of cool. I mean, I play Minecraft, but I don't play Minecraft like some people play Minecraft. I build roads in Minecraft. That's what I do. I mine I build roads. I don't build, I'll build things every once in a while, but I'm not a big base builder. I'm a scavenger. I like to look for things and find the treasures and all that stuff. Yeah, that's my game. Those are my kind of games I play. And then I play role playing, which is the Dragon Age, the Mass Effect, all those where you have a role you're playing and you walk through it. Those are the two types of games that I enjoy. Now I play other games, but not for long terms. So No Man's Sky, Ark is the two that I play the most. Those are the ones I stream the most, and I play when I have, and Fortnite. Kind of that weird. You can scavenge in Fortnite
got a weird
too.
twist, yes. Yeah.
Well, you can scavenge in it.
Buildings
I just go looking for all the guns I can find so I can keep upgrading to the next game. But it's kind of like how the thing is that when we talk about them being a small company, you got to figure is right now, still to this date, my son came up and told me, because I don't watch other, like theory videos. I don't watch facts videos. Every once in a while something will, get my eye and I'll look at it. Right. If I don't know you, I'm probably not watching your video. That's just how I am. Unless it's something really, really cool. But he made a comment to me. He don't play No Man's Sky. My son doesn't like No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
He'd like it if it was PvP. I don't know why, because he doesn't really play a whole lot of PvP. So I guess maybe for him the idea of space is ride around and kill people. I don't know.
GTA, No Man's Sky.
Yeah, I don't know why, because he doesn't really play those games. So it's kind of intriguing to me. But to this date still, No Man's Sky has the biggest open world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this itty-bitty tiny company, produced this to date. No one has surpassed it yet. There's some speculation that maybe Star Citizen will be able to do that, but it's not a console and PC game. So to date, No Man's Sky is still the only game that has the biggest open world, and not only just galaxies, but universes.
Yeah.
So you can go to the next, to the next, to the next, and it'll keep just regenerating it and regenerate it. And there's supposed to be secrets in each universe.
Now, isn't that the lore in Loop 16, right? That because everything is, well, not exactly about Loop 16, but it's an infinite procedural world that could have, like, Loop 16 repeats itself, but it's in various 18 quintillion different ways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's 18 quintillion. Not
But when I heard that, I was like, yeah. When I heard that, I was like, I don't know why people complain, because all I'd ever heard up until I started playing No Man's Sky before it came out, all I ever heard was how they wished there was an open world. I need a bigger world. I need a bigger world. I need a bigger world. Because I had played games that have open world. I mean, Assassin's Creed, Fallout, all those things. But it has to be bigger. It has to be bigger. It has to be bigger. So that alone should have made everybody really happy. Here is a world that you can explore forever, if that's your choice. You can explore it and explore it and explore it and explore it. Now, are you going to start seeing the same patterns after a while? Well, sure.
Well, if you're going on forever, yeah.
How many times do you go to work in a year? How many times do we do the same pattern? It's actually,
I played it the other day, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, with King Snake, and we actually found a planet that neither one of us had seen. And he's pretty close. He was pretty close to platinum. Yeah. All he needed was to get to the center and permadeath.
Permadeath.
And we were all like, he was all like, have you seen this? I was like, no, I've not seen this. And what it was is there was almost rivers. It wasn't rivers. It was canyons with water in them. But when you came into it in the sky, it looked like rivers.
Yeah.
And we had never seen it before. And then there was a critter. And then I just saw the butterfly one. Found the butterfly one.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be really, really rare.
What was I gonna say? I just forgot.
Hang on, Mockton. Tyler Thunder, he's got a new group app and website called, Tyler, you're gonna have to put that back in there. It just cut off for me. I should call the group No Man's Sky Frontier. That's a good. I like that. He's got an app. He says.
It's a good name.
He wanted to know if we join him.
How do you even make an app?
Yeah, tell him to
I'll
go.
Join. Yeah, I'll join.
Yeah, tell him to go to my unless it's the Nemo one you were telling me about. I can't get that on anything.
No,
but,
I believe it was a blotter.
Okay.
It wasn't blogger.
So if he goes to one of my videos, he doesn't have to watch the whole thing. It's just not like a ad. Go watch my video. But if he goes to a video and he puts the information on below one of the videos, I will check it out. Or he can go to my Discord, which is shardbixen's den, and he posts it in the tavern, and I will go check it out. Or if it might let him post, I think it might not.
Same on my channel.
Just post it under my video. Just post it under one of my videos, and then we'll go from there. Because I'm working on my Discord. Me and the Nightbot are having fun.
Tyler Thunder, can you hear Grammy Sharvixen? Can you hear everybody in the chat? That's what we need to make sure of. But he says it's on band, B-A-N-D, and then REM sister where is Sumerkun? Subsakun? I couldn't read his cut. I hate how they got this on PlayStation. REM. Oh, Tyler Thunder. Yes. Okay.
So can you hear us all?
Can you hear all of us? He says yes.
Oh.
Okay, good.
Well, okay. Then Mac Tony, go ahead. I can get a hold of that where he can leave it for him. Because Tyler comes to mine already, so he just has to go to one of my videos and just pop it in there.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows my channel as well. He's been here sometimes.
That's cool. We're all content creators. We all play No Man's Sky, and we're all just sitting here having a good time talking, talking, discussing. Oh, of course.
Now you have to know though, if PvP gets put in that will change that up a little bit.
Yeah.
Depending on how they do that PvP. I mean, if it's going to be factions, could be factions. If it's factions that are going to play, like you can group up and play together in a faction, like you can in Ark as a tribe, or whether everyone's going to be singly out to get everyone else, or whether you get to choose whether you want to be a pirate or something. That was another question everybody thought.
That's actually making me think,
Yeah.
So
what if you
there's all
could be a
these
mercenary
options in
scientist?
PvP if that's what they're going to do. Now, I don't know that he personally, that's one of the things I didn't know. I don't know if personally he really wanted a PvP style game because it wasn't set up that way.
Yeah, he said like
he wanted
in
you
earlier
to feel
interviews.
alone.
Yeah.
He wanted you to feel alone.
Well, he's kind of already. He's already kind of like went by that, and now we don't really feel alone with portals and stuff. But like, if we do, I do remember him saying, if you find a player, you won't be able to attack them. Maybe. But I don't think he wants it to be a violent game, except for like fights in space.
Yeah, like war. Okay.
Yeah, but like maybe you can attack someone else's ship or something. I was saying this earlier, but like...
see, that's... Right. See, that's how you know. I tell people, they always say, oh, how are we going to know what we're going to get? Well, you're going to get what the creator wants you to get. Even if people are asking for PvP, if that's not really what the design was, they're going to be disappointed that you asked it, but they're not really going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Right.
And if they do give it to you, it's going to be in some way that's not really what you wanted.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's just because in the end, even though he's selling the game, he's selling us a cherished childhood memory.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
cherished love. He has so much love for this game. It's crazy.
I know. When he was like, I said this in one of my videos, but like, they obviously did not release this game as a cash grab. Like, this was obviously something they wanted to put out.
But you got to remember too, when you pre-order or you're giving money towards a game that's not finished yet. I mean, there's a number of possibilities that could always happen.
Yeah.
Right. No. We understand that, but when we're talking about speculation, to set up for a speculation, to set up for any understanding of behavior in any way, you kind of first have to know the background of the person that you're who's doing whatever it is you wanted them to do.
Who you're dealing with.
Right. So if PvP was never something that was in there, then even though people are asking for PvP, it's more likely what they would do is they would sideswipe it. They'll do a step side. So they won't ever answer the PvP issue, but they'll give you a lot. It's not really going to work in the game anyway.
Right. And that,
so if
if
the game's a simulation, you're not really going to be able to do PvP against simulation. But they might create characters in, you know, what do you guys call that? What do the gamers call it when it's a main character that's not a person? It's, MPVs
simulated?
or yeah, but there's actual names you guys call the characters that you interact with in the games.
Oh,
they might give you a character like that that we can shoot and kill. You know, like the pirates, like they might give us the pirates as actual now pirates that could be on planet, and you could have wars with them, rather than you playing against a person because you're a simulation.
NPCs.
I mean, so that's it, NPCs. I always forget that, because then there's another one too. There's NPCs, and then there's another one that's a newer one now, since with the open worlds, in which they're more like an AI, and I can't remember what that one's called. But I'm not geeky enough or nerdy enough. I just can't remember things. So it doesn't really matter.
There's so many of them to remember.
On that subject, like in the original footage they were like giving us, they would show like spaceships like landing by themselves, like they didn't show it, but there could have been like an alien that stepped out afterwards or something. But it would be cool to see travelers or Corvaxes just to land on a planet and start exploring and mining and stuff. Like as an NPC, just to have its own little computer doing interesting stuff.
Right, so they could take it one step further from that and actually have it where you could fight them rather than fighting other travelers.
That actually puts a good aspect to it.
Well, that would stick to what his ideas were as a non-violent PvP game, but yet still allow for those people that are looking for that in their space. Because technically, logically, in space, if you went to space, the chances of you meeting so many peaceful people is pretty damn slim. It's more likely you'd meet, and being, if we are humans, which we don't know yet, but if we were humans in this simulation, then the possibility is that we would end up, you know, doing things
Keep
like that.
Going, Grammy. Right.
Oh,
definitely.
I was say, but just that aspect is that we have to look at the game as it is, and how can it grow, but how is it going to stay true to
yes,
what he wants, and still give the people what they want? Because I'm not really sure either how much that he only seems to be interested in completing it to the way it's supposed to be completed, and to the people that he felt he let down, which would be the original people. But I think he's kind of gotten over that aspect of it, you know, like, I can't please everybody all the time, and these people are always going to complain. At least I hope he's figured that out, because there's no point in building a game at that point, because you're never going to get everybody on board. There's always going to be somebody going to be like, I'm so pissed off at you.
There's always one bad apple in the whole bunch. Sometimes two or three.
I talked to a guy who bought the game, hated the game, returned the game after playing. He played quite a few hours on it. I was like, really? You really returned the game? Yeah, it wasn't what I wanted. I said,
go ahead.
But then he bought it again. After after the ARG went, he's all like, I think I should look at this again. I said, you had it, you returned it, you get your $60, and now you're going to buy it again. You won't be paying the $60 for it. I said, that is not very kind, really, towards them who've done so hard, you know, to build it.
Right. Oh, yeah. Years.
Like, really, people?
Right.
I've never returned a game. I didn't even know you could return games. That was me. That's how weird I am. Didn't even know you could return it. And then I watched this thing. It says all these people return No Man's Sky. I'm like, really? What the fudge? Why would you do that?
When I was getting this game, the thing that actually got me to get the game was this video from Game Ranks. You guys know who Game Ranks is?
No.
Channel. No, they just kind of make videos about games. And I found one about No Man's Sky, and they kind of said, if you're into more peaceful and more just kind of nice gaming.
Chill.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you should play No Man's Sky, but if you're not into that and you're more looking for a multiplayer PvP type game, you shouldn't be playing this. So I decided to get it because that's kind of a game I like. You know?
Right.
Yeah, you're not really pressured, or you're not it's like adding Call of Duty to this. You can't, I mean, just for instance, you know, you're not nervous, you're taking it at your own pace.
Yeah.
And doing what you want to do. It's not a forced objective. That's another thing I like about this game.
Yeah, the story
everybody
is
has
optional.
the thing they like the best about the game. I mean, everybody has, and everybody plays it different. I mean, there might be people that play it a lot, kind of alike, but for most people, everybody plays it just a tad bit different. Because I know I met another gamer chick on Twitch through Gang. They had her listed, and she was playing No Man's Sky, and she plays it differently than I would play it, and she was interested in things a little differently, but still was interested in some of the things I was interested also, you know, like, and so that's what intrigued me after I started, the second time I got to playing it, before I even bought it the second time, because see how it worked is I didn't have it the first time. It was loaned to me, because I had a PlayStation in the house, so it was loaned to me. So I was all like, oh, sure, I'll play this game. And then I'm playing it, and I loved it. And then I was watching people making reviews about it, and I was like, what the hell's that all about? And then the guy says, well, I'm leaving. I'm taking my games with me. And that one was the one that he took away, which was the No Man's Sky, and I was playing 1889 or something like that. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, 1880.
Yeah, that one.
I know what you're talking
and
about.
Fallout.
Yep.
So I finished Fallout and No Man's Sky within 2 weeks. I just finished what little stories there were of it. I just finished them so I could get it done. And then when I started doing the ARG and everything, I didn't have a PS4, and I was talking to my daughter, and she says, well, what would you like for your birthday? And I said, well, why don't we get a PS4 before we get the Xbox One? Because she was going to get me an Xbox One for Christmas last year. It just ended up we didn't have the money until July, and then in July we had the money, and I bought the PlayStation. I had people that wanted to buy me the game. They were like, we'll send you the game, you know, and I'm like, it's all right, guys. I got it for $13 used.
Oh yeah, I got it for like 20.
Yeah, so it was like, really, that's awesomely cool.
Happy to know what the
I'm gonna die here.
lost the broadcast on my end. I had to go back.
You did?
The whole game shut down on me. I had to turn everything back on. I was here listening and talking the whole time. Yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah.
That's why I saved.
Yeah.
Alligator. Oh, that sucks. Oh, ow.
Are you flying right now, Seroka?
No. I'm just making sure we got the party audio shared. My message to spectators probably isn't right, but I just want to make sure everything's kind of going. There we go.
That's weird.
Yep, we're back on.
Holy moly.
You still hear me, Mockton?
Yeah. I gotta go in
Grammy?
like 5 minutes. I got some
Alright,
stuff to do. Yeah, but I can still talk a little bit.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit while we still got some time.
Yeah.
So on when everything happened yesterday, did you know before
Before you texted me?
You're breaking up on me.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Did you know anything about the second, what everybody's I guess calling season of Waking Titan? Before I had sent you anything on Twitter, did you know about it before then?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I get some information from YouTubers like L Plays and MZK.
Oh yeah, definitely L Plays and MZK. Definitely L Plays. That's shout out to L Plays.
L Plays is pretty cool.
He was on top of things. Yes, he was on top of things.
Oh my gosh, L Plays got back.
Like, I love him, man. He's great. He makes you feel welcome, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, long story short, I turned the computer on, and I seen somebody on Twitter, I can't remember who it was, but I started freaking. I'm texting people, I'm like, you need to get up, like, things are happening. I was actually cussing at a couple people, I was like, you need to get your ass up. I was excited, I was ready to go.
Yeah, it was
and then,
cool.
What'd you think of the test?
The test, it was just like, it seemed like Hello Games were reading them so they can get, it's kind of like insight maybe to the people who have been staying up late at night, or I don't know. And then you type in REM sleep at the end.
And then you get the,
and the email stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, that was cool. But the biggest thing that's happened is the Atlas passes. That is cool. I started freaking out when I heard about that.
Now, you were involved with the first round of ARG, right?
Yeah, but like when it started getting to people's houses in Canada, like
when it actually, me and Grammy were just discussing, you know, we were just like, well, we don't even know if they're real yet. She's like, you know, remember about them, you know, don't speculate too hard, but they might not be a real thing.
Yeah.
And then like 2 days later, it was like, bam.
Yeah, the Canadians are lucky.
Well, I have a theory for that. The reason the Canadians got it. Well, the ARG company is in Canada, and that when you're talking about how things are shipped out, it's going to be shipped in a circular thing. A lot of people argue with me on that, but I worked for UPS, and we had charts that were big circles. So, like, if you were in, let's say, Berlin, Germany, you could look it up, and the chart would show how long it would take. It would have these circles, and each circle would show you a day of travel.
So,
you know, if somebody shipped something from Berlin to Cologne, France, you'd open this chart up, and it would show you an estimate of how many days, or you know, in some cases, hours, how long it would take to ship from one place to another. So, if wherever the Allison Smith are, it's going to go in this kind of a weird round radius based on where their main post office is, where their UPS picked up, or whoever it is they took the mass bulk out, because they shipped them as bulk. But see, they're going to go, how it works is you ship something out in bulk as a business, it goes to the main post office. The main, unless it's UPS or FedEx, it's going to go to them. And then they're going to go through it, and they're going to shift through and put it into regionals. And then those regionals are going to be sent out, and they go by airplane, they go by train, and they go by van. Big giant trucks, depending on where it is in the world. And then, so the time limit is going to be based on that and weather stuff and things like that. So everything's going to be shipped at a coordinates. And you can get next day shipping now for some things, but they're not going to pay for it because they said, everybody said the envelope was just a basic envelope. So it's just going to have probably, when I get it, I'm going to look and see, but I bet you it's just got a bulk mail out. So that's going to be standard mail. So if it's standard mail, that's going to be the cheapest way to go. I'm sorry.
Keep going,
it's going to be the cheapest way to go. So it's going to be the people closest in the area. Now, some people are like, well, I'm not very close where they were at. Well, that doesn't mean that anything, because it's not actually where the office is. It's where it's where the regional is, where the region is, and then how they ship from the region. So let's say they were in Montreal, right? And there's a main post office. I don't know how Canada does their post office, but UPS is even though it's an international company, for us it's a U.S. company. So if somebody in, I don't know where you guys live, but if somebody where I live wanted to ship out to UPS, I got to go to the nearest UPS store to ship it out from. And then they're going to put it in the back, and then a UPS truck's going to come and pick it up, and they're going to take it to the regional office. And then they're going to find out where it needs to go and how fast it can go there by what you paid for it. FedEx is the same way. And so that's why I haven't got one, because I'm on the West Coast.
Right.
I'm probably just as far away from them as, say, England.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm not going to get it right away.
So you're at the West Coast, I'm at the West Coast as well.
Yeah, I'm in Oregon. Where are you at?
Oregon.
You're the second person I've met in Oregon. I was asking for more people. So I need more viewers that are on the West Coast, because I get subs and they're 3 hours ahead of me.
Yeah.
Area
Well, I'm in Springfield. Where are you at?
Portland.
Ah, see. Well, you're 3 hours away from me. So you might get it sooner because you're further north. But again, unless we could see what the radius of shipping was, we're kind of still speculation.
Yeah.
But technically, you would get it before I would.
I gotta go. So.
It was pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Get together next week. Stuff like that.
Okay. We'll see. Party. Yeah. I made the party, so I think I can leave the party. There, I left. Okay.